Hello everybody, hi everybody, I hope you can hear me. Good evening in Spain. It's 10 p.m. right now. So good evening, good morning for all the people in some areas where it's morning or good afternoon. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me in this live streaming. This is DX5, as you probably know. I'm Jose Maria Vara. I will try to just catch up with some of you in these next minutes. I will speak, I think, mainly in English. My English is very bad, as you can see. So I hope you can understand what I mean, and as well as in Spanish if you want. So there is no problem at all. So starting, saying hello to Vosman Vos. He was the first one joining me here in this chat. Hello, Bosman. Also, Morgan Hessemer. I do apologize if the pronunciations are not correct, right? So, Morgan, hello too. East Cleanwood. Okay, you are my hero, my inspiration. I now have over 20 keyboards. That's great. He says he was watching my version of Sweet Dreams, Blood Monday, and Cars. I am honored, East Clintwood, of all, about that thing. Men Bulldozer. Hello, with love from Russia. Hi, Russia, Privyet. More people, Aventos. Good evening, great music, great scenes. Best regards from Sintra, Portugal. Hola, Portugal, boa noite. More people, Noir Síndrome, David Lozano. Hola David, buenas tardes, me imagino, en tu tierra, en Sudamérica. Más gente que tenemos por aquí. Leopardo Bis, excellent, good evening. More people, Michael Jablonski, hi again from northern Germany. Danke, Michael. Timothy Berbist, hello there, nice keyboards, thank you very much. Flossie McFloss, hi again. Elko Korpel, hello from the Netherlands. Okay. Okay, Norris Syndrome is asking if there is a latency. Not sure if you are listening synchronized my voice and the sound and the mimics. You will tell me on the chat if you are so kind, because there might be some latency issues. That it happened more than once on previous lives. So people, things I get prepared to share this evening, for instance, the use of the vocoder. Some people asked me about my last cover. My last cover was a cover from a Belgian band called Telex, and the song is called Moscow Disco. Some of you probably know that song. And then I decided for first time ever to use the vocoder coming from the Access Virus TI. So this, let me show you, because we have more budget on this live. We have more budget, and we have a second camera on board, so we can also use this second camera. So this is the Access Virus. I will try to show you. This is my Access Virus. This is the TI Snow version. It's a kind of low budget Access Virus TI. It has the following thing, that you need to dive into soft menus and soft menus to edit all the parameters. So it's not as easy as the usual Access Virus, most of you know. But anyway, you can find this Snow model very useful, and I am quite used to dive into menus and sub menus, because I started programming synths with a Yamaha DX7. What's quite hard to program, and then this is not really a big thing to me. So this is the sound where I started from. No, sorry, this is the piano. Sure, this is not the virus. I will raise the volume. Okay, I started with this sound. it would be more or less Miss go, dos go, must go, disco. And then what I am using right now is this microphone. This is an Audio-Technica AT2020. I will use it for giving feedback to the vocoder right now. Let me place the microphone stand correctly. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is changing the sound, the memory. Sorry, apologize because you cannot see the screen correctly, but I will switch to this preset. And when I speak to the microphone and press any keys on the keyboard as well, I will be triggering the same sound with my own voice. So let's hear what we get. I will close the, let me show you. I will switch this microphone off and I will switch this other microphone on, and then let's hear what we get. Okay, more or less this is what you get. Let me close the other microphone. This is what you get when you use a vocoder. Basically you have a carrier coming out of the synth engine, and then you have a modulator, what is really your own voice. So I can control with my own voice the envelopes for the amplifier as well as for the filter, and it gives that characteristic sound coming out from the vocoder. Let's give it another try. Okay, let's check the chat once again. Let's see how is it going. For instance, there is latency. Okay, it's okay. Can you do a little tour? Timothy is asking. Yes, I would like to. Why not? So you can hire me. More people. Do you know High Void? I don't want to perturb your show. Do you know High Void? No, not really, Neuer. I'm sorry, I don't know High Void right now. Matthew Walker is asking, hello, I love your work. How long does it take to program for a full track? Good question from Matthew. Well, Matthew, I think it depends. I've programmed a backtrack for a song in 3-4 hours in the afternoon, but other times I need to spend a couple of days or even 3 or even a week. It depends about the complexity of the difficult about the sounds I need to synthesize, I need to sequence. It's also related about the drum tracks, because the drums in some tracks are very easy to sequence, because are practically the same loop all across the song length. But others you need to, especially for instance Alan Wilder produces songs in Depeche Mode. You can see that Alan was extremely complicated in the best term in the best meaning of the term, at the time of adding some effect here, some effect there. The drums are very dynamic, they are always changing, so they are not the same from one loop to the other. Then it requires more effort even. More people. Can you even do organ on this thing? Organ sounds, yeah, I think you can do on the Kurzweil. I think more on the Kurzweil. I think the virus also can also have some organ sounds, some interesting sounds. Neuer syndrome, what's your headphones? These are the AKG, and the model the AK121 as far as I remember. Oh, they are missing the plates on the sides, but they are the 121, no, 1K1, 141, AKG 141. Okay, do your Roland JX8P still work? Sure, it's here and it's power on. So let's go with it. For instance, let me move the microphone stand. I will have to fight with the microphone stand on with the cables and so forth. Okay, this is the Roland JX8P. I already made a video talking about this machine. I do apologize because I am holding the camera with my hands, so I hope it's not very disturbing. This is the JX8P with some nice sounds like Pet Shop Boys, Domino Dancing for instance. I am thinking about doing another Pet Shop Boys song very soon. I think the no, Left to My Own Devices is not West End Girls, because it has a lot of EMU Emacs. No, moreover, a lot of EMU emulator on it, and the Emacs libraries are practically the same. So this is the JX8P. I'm very happy with this synth. It's capable of really nice sounds. It's been a while since I don't play it. So let's see, more people in the chat this evening. Okay, my Roland still work. Have you ever played Puppets from Depeche Mode? Yes, I did, Michael. Not sure what was the sound. It was on the JX8P as far as I remember. If you leave me, I should have the sound over here. Let me check. Just need to dive. I will show you. I will show you what I'm doing. Sorry, I will show you my presets on the JX8P. These are some of my presets. Not sure if you can read them. Let me adjust the focus. Probably it's nice. So these are some of the sounds. You can see Told You So. You can see more. Ah no, this is Perform. Sorry, I do apologize. Agent Orange, for instance. More, just can get a note. This is the bass line number 2. The don't go lead. More sounds. For instance, New Life. Okay, more sounds. Let's check more. This is kind of Duran Duran Save a Prayer arpeggio, but this is not the original one. I think I use this sound for the final part of my cover in YouTube. This is nothing to fear. It's been years since I don't play this song. then it should sound. Okay. This is from Free, more sounds. The intro for Free should be higher. Okay, I am showing some of the sounds I synthesized along these years for different covers in my Roland JX8P. Okay, I think it's quite enough. Let's check the chat once again, because the main reason being here is to catch up with you, some of you. Okay, let me check. David Lozano me está preguntando ¿qué sonido fue para ti más difícil de emular? Good question. David Lozano is asking what was the most difficult sound to emulate. I should think. Not sure. But probably it's difficult. It's a hard question to answer because I have over 100, I think, and 50 videos on the YouTube platform. But if I had to choose one of the most difficult, probably could be Behind the Wheel. Despite it's not very accurate, the sound I got, but I think Behind the Wheel was one of the most difficult, I think, because I had to get two completely different sounds to synthesize something similar to a kind of hornish sound, like it sounds in the original. More people. Baco, hola Baco, hello Baco. Let's see, Leopardo Beast, I have a Mini Nova which has also a very good vocoder. Okay, fantastic. By the way, Michael, I'm sorry. Yes, I played puppets, but I didn't find the sound because I have tons of sounds over there. I was trying to find it. More people we are joining this evening here in the chat with a lot of friends. In this, let me check something. Okay, I was checking the transmission. I think it's okay, everything. Neuer Syndrome asks, how do you start a preset? Usually I start from another preset that sounds quite similar or sounds related to what I need. But others, I just take any sound, I switch off the second oscillator, I just start with the first oscillator just in case we are talking about an analog synthesizer. And try to find at first the waveform that I think it will suit the best, and then I start tweaking the envelopes and so forth. But mostly I'm starting from an existing preset, and then I try to change it a little bit. Timothy asking, how does the brass sound on the JX8P? I think one of the best brassy sounds on the JX8P. I will turn a little bit, slightly this camera, perhaps more. Okay, let's hear. So you can see me here, and then you can see me a little bit on the synthesizer. I think brass sounds on the JX8P are really fantastic. There are certain sounds that are more brassy, perhaps. Let me, for instance, So the brass sounds on the JX8P I think are fantastic. they sound very warm and very analog. More questions. Bossman Boss, did you meet with DM guys? Did they know your work? I should keep this question secret. I will tell you on another live, I think. But yes, I did meet some guys from Depeche Mode. Man Bulldozer, I do apologize, but the nick is quite difficult to me for pronunciation. How many headphones and monitor speakers did you select to choose the one? Difficult, but I'm mainly user of headphones. Every time in the studio, I am almost now using the loudspeakers, the monitors. I have to say I don't like very much the Yamaha NS monitors that all people are praising. I think they are very good, but not my favorite. I feel quite more comfortable with headphones, and mainly the AK141 and always the 600 ohm impedance. They are very hard to find nowadays because the low impedance are the ones being sold as I think the AK121. But my favorites ones are these, the AK141 600 ohm, with no doubt. Timothy Burbis, how does the piano sounds on the JX8P? Well, not very accurate. So let's back on the JX8P and the pianos. I have to say, this is a kind of electric piano. Okay, some Yamaha style pianos can sound well, but the acoustic piano, I think, this is more over an electric. This could be quoted an acoustic, a kind of acoustic piano. It doesn't sound really like a piano, but it's quite often that analog synthesizers they don't sound as real instruments. So the electric pianos sound quite decent on the JX8P. Okay, more people. Sorry, a lot of people. How many headphones? How does the piano? Okay, I am trying to catch each and every message. It's hard, but I will try to. P. Diesel or Diesel, yes, curious, what year were you born and where you from? Okay, I am from Spain. And what year were you born? It's a good question. Drop me your guess. You can write on the chat what do you think is my year of birth, my birth date. So you as far at least I mean the year when I was born. So let's see who is the first one doing the goal. Visage Fade to Grey, please. Good on the JX8P. It's a good sound to play. For instance, I am stuck with the cables. I think I need to hire a production team to be, because I am just me, and myself doing everything here. So a good sound for this. No, not this. The brassy sounds on the JX8P are really excellent. I really like them. Can you do a piano sound comparison on your instruments? Yes, I could, but I'm afraid that these ones have no really good deal on pianos. The only good piano I think I got in here is the Kurzweil PC1X, because this thing is a Rumpler. this is a real piano sample. So obviously songs like, for instance, Somebody sounds quite better on this thing than in the others. So I think my best piano sound is coming out from the Kurzweil. So more message. I'm guessing you are a 70s or 80s kid. You are on the right path. Pete Diesel. ¿Me permites colocar tu voz en algunos de tus covers? Muchas gracias. Eso deberíamos hablarlo vía mensaje, amigo Leopardo. Tendrías que enviarme un mensaje, aunque en la actualidad de momento no estoy haciendo colaboraciones, pero de todas maneras puedes enviarme un mensaje vía la dirección de correo que te vas a encontrar en el canal de YouTube, en la sección de More o About, not sure, no me doy mucha cuenta ahora cómo viene en español, y ahí tienes una dirección de correo, puedes contactarme, pero lo que sí os puedo indicar es que a día de hoy no estoy realizando colaboraciones, aunque desde luego que estoy muy agradecido de todas aquellas que llegan y todas las personas a las que les apetece poner una voz encima del cover. Frank S., good evening, do you use VST? Just a little bit. I am using Pro Tools and I am using just a couple or 3 VSTs, but not the newest. I am using quite older plugins, so I am more keen into the synthesizer, the real synthesizer. More people. Let's see. Hi from Mexico. Juan Antonio Mercado, buenas noches. Vamos a ver más cosas por aquí, vamos a ir pasando un poquito rápido mensajes del chat, tengo más cosas para mostrar. I've got more things to show you tonight. I am checking the chat a little bit faster now. What audio interface are you using? I'm using for these purposes, I am using a very old audio interface. It's an M-Box Model 1 from Pro Tools. Yeah, I'm not using a very big interface, just only the M1 from Pro Tools. It has M-Box 1 from Pro Tools. It has Focusrite previews, and they are really heaven for me. So I'm really happy with it. And I like to record things one by one, not 3 or 4 at the same time when it's time to sequence on the computer. So with only 2 inputs, I am practically happy with it. So, bonjour de la France, je suis un fan de Depeche Mode, Russia Storm 62, bonjour, thank you, merci. Okay, Barhama, love you DX, love you too. Bananecrum, are you playing music as a professional or only just for fun? Well, I try to be professional, but the answer is yes. I make it for a living as well, among other things. Hola, Juan Antonio Mercado desde México. Creo que vamos a revisar que tengamos la cámara bien, todo perfecto, se me ve muy bien. Vale, Claudio Mian, bravo. Ok, Matthew Walker, have you had piano keyboard training or have you self-taught? Ok, it's a combination of training and self-taught, but I have to confess, to be honest, I just only went to a classical trained academy back in the 80s and only for 3 months. Then I think I got a little bit bored. The guy teaching was very nice, but I found it a little bit boring. I was more into Depeche Mode than into House of Rising Sun, for instance, despite it's a good sound too. So I decided to quit from that academy, and then I started as a self-taught musician. So I'm playing over 30 years now. Okay, can you make a cover of Tem Robin of Sherwood Clanat? Clanat, I really like Clanat. I have an album from Clanat called Lower. Not sure if you know it. I think it's Lower, the album, yeah. Okay, my age, I will tell before disconnecting this broadcasting. Do cover of Just Fascination of Cabaret Voltaire. Oh, good input. Okay. Can you do glissandos on the synthesizers? Yes, you can. You can do portamentos, glissandos, and all kind of. For instance, in the... Let me pick a sound. Oh, for instance. Oh, this sound is a little bit weird. Okay. So you can do a lot of things, especially with the JX8P. Okay, we're fade to grade. Okay, the competition about my age, 1963, 66, 60, or sorry, 73, 76, 70. Oh, you are close, very close. We fade to gray. Anusia Pipi, good evening, hello. It would be nice if you tell what's your country, where are you watching from? Also, I think I am the youngest here. I am 1998. Hey, Ignut or Ignut 3. Fantastic, nice to hear that. ¿Cómo conectas los tres synths? ¿Con un mixer? Hola Carlos, buenas noches. Efectivamente, pues mira, el mixer que tengo, que estoy utilizando, es un mixer realmente sencillo. Sencillo, tan sencillo como esto que vas a ver ahora mismo. Es un simple Yamaha MG10-2. Mucha gente no lo cree, porque me dice que debo tener un mixer bien diferente, pero es un Yamaha MG10-2. Y yo con esto simplemente... patcheando, haciendo mucho patch, yo desconecto y conecto las entradas según me interesa. También tengo un Behringer auxiliar aquí, que lo utilizo ahora para utilizar en el vocoder, pero habitualmente utilizo este Yamaha. This is the mixer I usually use here in my studio. Yeah, despite perhaps you might find it very small for these purposes, but it's quite fine for me, because I can do any kind of things with it. So, more questions. I began to be obsessed with synthesizer when I was a teenager. Me too. I remember when I was a kid, back in the 80s, I passed through some music shops, some instrument shops, and I remember perfectly, clearly, very clear, they had Yamaha DX7 2FD. Show it, display it on the window, and every time I went to the school, I stopped by, and then I put my nose on the glass like this, and then I started staring for a while, checking how fantastic was the panel from the Yamaha and so forth. And I was thinking someday I would have some of that synthesizers, and indeed that day has come, fortunately. Okay, the patch mode to have and to hold song. Yes, Claudio, I did it long time ago. Leopardo, magnífico, muchas gracias. Contigo he aprendido muchos estos años. Thank you for making this live. Gracias a ti, Leopardo. So happy to see you, Jamal or Jamal Duwake. Nice to see you. Kia Fan Club, soy de Argentina, del 76. Hola desde Lituania. Buenas noches. Timothy Berbist, it seems that I'm older than Mane Bulldozer and Ignut. Ok, Timothy is from 1994. ¿Qué usas para programar? Pregunta aquí a Fan Club. ¿Qué programa y qué computadora? Ok, yo estoy programando actualmente con Pro Tools. Lo que utilizo habitualmente es Pro Tools. Y el ordenador es un ordenador muy antiguo. A alguna gente les sonará extraño que utilice un ordenador tan viejo, pero estoy utilizando un Pentium 4 de Windows y es con lo que yo trabajo para hacer mis tareas de estudio. He was asking me what's the computer I am using and what's the software, the digital audio workstation I'm using. And I told I'm using the old Pro Tools system on an old Pentium 4 processor computer. So that's all I need for working. Matthew, hello from the UK. If you had to buy a new synth, which model would it be? Okay, Matthew, give me some feedback. Are you meaning some new synth or are you meaning some old or classic synth? Tell me and I will reply you later. Hola de Italia. Ciao Italia, ¿cómo estamos? Okay, how many time do you spend in your studio per day or week? 4-6 hours per day, I think. And almost every day of the week. So, more things that I'm doing right now on this live. Just if you have joined us right now, this is the DX5, I'm just doing a live. sharing some things with all of you, some of the sounds, some of the synthesizers, reading your questions on the chat, as well as doing anything that we might think we can do here with instruments. Okay, so let's do something. I will switch from one camera to the other. Let me place this one. Okay, this is I think very archaic to do because I am messing with the cables with no camera operator at all, but I think I could do it. I could manage to do it. Let's do a very simple thing for all those of you that want to get introduced on synthesizer world. Okay, so I will make a very simple sound, and let's see how this sound can be improved or can be sounding fatter and more dense. For instance, let me take my script. I needed to write a script. Is the UA66. Okay, UA66. Here we have this sound. This is a very simple tone. This is a sawtooth waveform. This almost sounds like a toy. If you hear this sound, you might think that this is a toy organ or an organ for kids or whatever. Okay, this is one oscillator only. You are listening to one oscillator only. I will set the synthesizer to get another oscillator exactly the same as the first one. So if I turn one of the knobs, I go to the second oscillator, and this sounds practically the same, as you can check, right? Well, let's put them together. Let's mix them together and let's hear what we get. Now this is one oscillator, and now this is two oscillators. 1, 2, 1, 2. Practically you don't notice any difference at all. But let's see what happens if I slightly detune one of the oscillators. So one of them is sounding on certain frequency and the other one is sounding almost on the same frequency but slightly moved off frequency. Now they are both on the same frequency, and now I'm starting to detune one of them. And you can see that the sound gets fatter and warmer. I am setting the same frequency on both oscillators, and the sound gets thinner, sounds less warm. If I detune again, I think I have some kind of feedback. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but so this is a very simple thing. I do apologize because maybe the sound was too loud. Not sure if you could hear the difference, but this is a very simple thing about synthesis. But it's very interesting because it's the step you need to do in order to achieve a more fat, a warmer sound on a synthesizer. Okay, Hola de Italia, what do you think about new synths? Did you hear Modern Core Yamaha North Stage? And yes, if yes, what do you think about them? Yes, I think new synthesizers are really great because they can emulate quite well some of the old sounds, as well as giving more capabilities to make further to go further on the synthesis. You can combine the sounds, you can get new types of arrangements of the sounds. So I think all of them are really great. I couldn't go for any specific one, but I think all of the newer synthesizers are really great. All synthesizers had some problems because the tuning stability, because of the reliability, but on the other hand, they give perhaps a little more warmer sound. But I think every synth is useful for different purposes. So it seems you have more synths. No, not many. I think a couple or three more. How many synthesizers do you have? Well, I think counting samplers, synthesizers and modules, I think 13 or 14. The studio is full of synths anywhere. If you open that door, you will find some synths too. Okay, Timothy Berbist, I need to go to bed. Night, Timothy. Thank you very much for joining us. Arno Verlander. Okay, Groove House, not sure the pronunciation. Grush House, Germany. I apologize. Hi, Arno. ¿Has conocido a algunos miembros de Depeche en persona? Kia Fan Club. Buenas noches, Kia. Sí, lo comentaba antes en otro de los comentarios. Sí, he estado con alguno de los miembros de Depeche. Okay, Jamal, please do playing for Where is the Revolution? Good song. I didn't record that song yet, but I have plans to as well. Okay, more things I can show you. For instance, on the virus, let's go to the access virus. Let's turn the camera. By the way, if you spot, I have the Commodore 64 over there. I will do something later with it. And then back on the access virus, let's check things are going well. Okay, that's okay. Access virus, some of the sounds I am using, for instance, the vocoder was shown before. Let's go to this one I really like. This is bank 7. I will show you. This is the access virus. With this button I select the desired bank. I need to go to the bank RAM 7 is this one, RAM 7, and the sound is the 71, so I need to go to the 71. Okay, and now here I have this sound. Now this is the Kurzweil. I switch the volume on the virus. Not sure if any of you remember what song is this sound from. Do you remember this? Let's see in the chat, the people in the chat. I know it's not very easy as I am doing it right now. A little bit of more help. Let's see the people in the chat. This is the question. What song is this sound from? From? A little bit more of help. Okay, Niels, the Whaler. Congratulations, Niels did the goal. In fact, this is a song from Pump the Bass called Milakia. This is a song composed by Martin Gore and Tim Simenon during the Ultra sessions, the Ultra recording sessions, and the song sounds more or less like this. Okay, sure, most of you remember this song. I think this is one of my favorite songs ever, because first time I've heard Milakia from Bomb the Bass, I found it very Martin Gore. The sound, the riff is very... especially this part, to me. And then there is a lead song. there is a long time since I don't play this song. More or less, I used to play it with the different hands combination. Anyway, this is a nice song. Congrats, Nils. ¿Te gustaría tener un emulador 2 o 3? My Flickr? Yeah, I would like. I once had an emulator 3, but the emulator was not in good shape, and then I got rid of it because it was not working properly. Fly on the windscreen? Yeah, but I should need the Emacs where I stored the samples for that song. Anyway, I think I can find some well-known sound I use on my Fly on the Windscreen cover because it came from the Kurzweil. And this is... this is another song I don't play for years, so I do apologize because probably I won't find the right key or so. This is the song I use for that part of the song. It's been years since I don't play Fly on the Windscreen. It's one of my favorite songs ever, by the way. Some more questions. Let me see if I don't get stuck with the cables. I am catching with the wheelchair, with the wheel of the one of the wheels on this chair, this thing. Okay. Erasure, please. Yeah, I did sometimes, as far as I remember. But I should record more Erasure songs. I was thinking about Always. I think it's one of my favorite songs. And perhaps drum machines. What ones have you got? Okay, I got for a while a TR-808, but it was borrowed. It was not mine, really. It was borrowed only. More questions. Hello from France. It's interesting to have a JP8000 or a Max 2 in 2019. Definitely yes. The JP8000 is probably one of the most versatile synthesizers you can find. It's easy to use. It's very complex at the time of emulating analog sounds. It has some limitations as it's well known, because any digital synthesizer cannot sound exactly the same as the analog ones. But I think it's one of the most useful synths I've got ever. In fact, for getting some Depeche Mode sounds, I went a lot of times to the JP8000, for instance. Let me... I think this was used for Nothing Impossible. Okay, more sounds. Let me see. Some sounds belonging to the Depeche Mode, for instance. This is the... I think... This is the Fade to Grey signed late. Okay, let me... This is a sound I used for some stripped cover once. Not sure what the stripped cover, because I did, I think, a couple of them. More. This, for instance, is a lead emulated, trying to emulate the JP or the Jupiter 4 in some kind of way. Okay, I think I had some interesting sound over here. I think I use this sound for the Personal Jesus cover because its name, as you will see, let me show you. This is the Personal Jesus sound. I saw it, but I wasn't sure which song was it. But yeah, I think it's that bass line that you, when I cannot sing, when they say you're wrong, Jesus, no. So it's capable of fantastic. Okay. So the JP8000 is really great. So my advice is, if you can get one of these, go for it because it's great. So more people. Leopardo, gracias también por tus comentarios. Erasure always probably the finest track, says KB5. I totally agree. Okay, more just can't get the note. Hi from Italy, can you play super well? I promise I will make a cover of that song. I have to. Sacred Depeche Mode song I already did, Claudio. I have the samples, I think, on the EMU Emacs. Yeah, I have the samples on the EMU Emacs. Can you cover Thomas Dolby track in the future? Yeah, I would like, for sure. This is like the best thing to have live. Yeah. Okay, so a couple of sounds more. I think I will go on the Access virus. Let me take this thing. For instance, program RAM 113, bank 113. Let's see what we have here. No, 113. 113. Okay. Okay, I remember now. This is the sound I used to emulate Martin's PPG wave sound. Probably you will remember CU song. Well, I think it starts. Let me. This is a kind of throat sound, a throaty sound, and I got it with the Access virus. It's a wavetable and it's quite the same technique, or basically the same technique as the PPG wave had, hence their name of PPG wave. And it's a very interesting sound. Another interesting sound, for instance, 181, for instance, 181. This is Higher Love. I am using an arpeggiator to do this, not exactly the right thing. And I think these are some of the interesting sounds coming out from my synths. Not sure if any other question. Esa es una buena para el Kurzweil, me comenta Carlos Rodo. Can you this, can you that, can you drink? I don't drink alcohol, so I'm very sorry, but I can drink a glass of water. Thank you anyway. See you, Heiger. Grandes saludos. Gracias, Rebor. Un abrazo. Heiger loves you. Okay, folks, it's been a big pleasure. It's been a while since we started, 1 hour. And just for saying you goodbye, I want to do something I really like. I will switch this camera, my mobile camera. Okay, here we have, and then I hope I use it. I focus the screen correctly. Not sure. Let me switch this light off. So I think it's a good moment for saying you goodbye. Just playing one of my favorite games ever. I think you know that. Let's see if I can manage to use the my left hand to use the joystick. I am always used to use the right hand, so not sure what will happen, but anyway, let's try it. With the Commodore 64. Oh! I want, oh! I wanted a Phantom, I couldn't. Okay, now it's my time. Oh. Haha! Ah, haha! Oh, I need to run away. I need to escape. Oh! Okay. Oh! I was killed. Last chance. I love the sound with the wee. Oof. It was close. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay. Oh, danger. I am in danger right now. Oh. Let's see if I can finish. Oh. Oh. Danger. It's very dangerous now. Oh. Okay. I will try to do it. I will try. Ah! Whoa! Okay, thank you very much. Next for the next day. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. See you. Bye bye.